Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new day for the Netcrashers, so to speak. It's a new feature for Season 4. It is the Netcrashers Intermission. And you may be listening to this via your podcasting service, whatever kind of podcasting service that you do use, or you could be watching it on YouTube because we are on YouTube.
We're right there.
What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in. Check out the segment every single Thursday on our YouTube channel. Get the link on our website, and let's give them a quick rundown of how we're going to do things, because it's kind of it's an evolving thing. It's an evolving beast.
Sorry, I had the mic turned off. Yeah, so there's going to be some growing pains with this, so just bear with us, folks. But this is our foray back into video. As you might know, we used to do the video preview, but we're getting back into it now. We have a new camera, and we want to provide some more content for the viewers out there. So we're going to start off. This is Netcrashers Intermission, and the segment we're going to cover this week is the 2-minute miner.
Yes.
So we've been doing the 2-minute miner for all of last season. It was a lot of fun, but we're going to spice it up and have a video component this year.
Yep.
And what basically is we have 2 minutes to have a discussion about a broad topic. Each of us are going to take an angle in that particular topic. At least that's the way it's breaking down this week.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is talk about some of the rule changes in 2014. There was a bunch that happened over the offseason, and it's going to have significant impact on the NHL this year.
Absolutely. So I guess we'll start over here and go around the horn.
Yeah.
Start with Greener, Lethbridge, and then end it off with Reynolds as well. And we've got a timer and everything. So like there's none of this going over by 10, 15 seconds like we used to do with 2-minute miner. And we should also note as well that in the past 2-minute miner has worked in 40-second increments, where we each get 40 seconds to three of us serve a 2-minute miner essentially, but now we're all jumping in to the box at the same time, so to speak. We all have 2 minutes total, and we're going to go around the table in that 2 minutes, and I guess we'll get it underway. We'll see how it goes.
Let's get started.
Let's do it.
You're watching this evolve as we are as well. It's very interesting.
This is the embryo of Netcrashers Intermission.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, so without any further ado, it is the first 2-minute miner of Season 4. Greener, take it away.
Rule 38.4 is a new rule that came in for video goal judging. And to briefly describe what it is, it now gives hockey operations in New York the ability to check in kicked-in goals or any goals that are either bit questionable to take the pressure off the referees this year. Besides, your classic snipes that that it's a goal, anything else is going to be reviewed by hockey operations, and it's really going to take a lot off the referees this year. Hopefully, we'll see a lot less blown calls.
Absolutely. One rule change I'm really looking forward to myself. It is the new embellishment rule that states players, it's Rule 46, by the way, players can be fined, they'll have a first warning, then they'll be fined $2,000 for a second offense, $3,000 for a third, $4,000 for a fourth, $5,000 for a fifth, and then $5,000 for every one after that. These penalizations, they're going to be made whether or not a minor penalty is called. Coaches can also be fined, and this is a tangible attempt, in my opinion, on the part of the NHL to curb diving and as well, take it out of the game.
And the rule that I'm interested in seeing is Rule 23, and I think this is going to have a really significant impact in the league. Rule 23 basically states that the more retaliatory, high-risk players are now going to be subject to misconduct penalties, and 2 misconducts will result in a 1-game suspension for the player. This is going to have a great impact across the league as it targets enforcers who have to walk a fine line already, but that fine line is getting finer by the day and by the year in the NHL. This is another way of reducing violent behavior, with the end goal being, in my opinion, of stopping fighting altogether in the NHL. And this is just another nail in the coffin for the endangered species of the enforcer.
Absolutely. Everybody's been saying the enforcer is a thing of the past, gone the way of the dodo bird. I would tend to agree with a new rule like that.
You have to have a full fourth line now. There's no more one enforcer on your team that's going to play 2 minutes. That guy is gone.
Oh.
And video review is right up there. NHL is leading the way among professional sports video review. They've been doing it for a long time.
Well, the fact that, there's so many cameras.
And that is the end of the 2-minute miner. Finish your point, though.
The fact that there's so many video reviews right now, you see so many different angles of goals going in that a ref can't hide anymore. And the impact now of the ref cam that we now see on Rogers. There was one goal I seen in particular that the puck was in the net. You couldn't see it at any other angle besides ref cam.
Absolutely. Here's a good way to kind of sum up the first 3 or 4 days of the season, according to what we saw on TV and what we saw from some broadcasters. Here it is.
Technology.
Lots of technology. Tons of technology. Tons of new technology. Yeah. But you know what? It shows a progressive way of thinking on the part of the NHL, and I think that's great. Your sports leagues need to be progressive, so they're not getting caught in the past, and so the game evolves as well.
And you know what? Referees in the NHL, unlike some other sports, they are in the thick of the action. You know, you always see referees in football trying to catch up with the action. Same thing in soccer. I mean, soccer referees are in great shape, but they don't have skates on their feet. You know, they can't keep up with the play. And the arenas are so much bigger in football, in soccer. Not so much basketball, but it's a great vantage point because you can't put a cam on a guy who is running. There's too much action, but if a guy's on skates, he's gliding.
Exactly.
It makes for an awesome shot.
It looks deadly. It looks really good. Yeah.
It looks like a video game.
I'm a big fan.
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Of course, we talked about that earlier on this week in episode 104 of the show. And we'll be back with episode 105 that's coming up this Sunday. It's a new thing. We've got some new segments that we're going to be bringing into to the Netcrashers intermission as the weeks and stuff go on. If you have a question that you would like to pose to us, to see us explore in the 2-minute minor, please by all means do tweet us at Netcrashers, or you can email us contact@netcrashers.ca. Hit up our website, netcrashers.ca, for all the info that you need to know about all of that stuff. Because we've done shows in the past where listeners have sent in questions, listeners have sent in things that they've been wondering about, and we've kind of fleshed out. I remember one of our earliest shows we ever did was and it's become one of our annual shows. It's "What Have You Done For Me Lately" characters.
Yeah.
You know, that was initially a viewer question. A guy asked us for fantasy players, who are some guys that you got to ask, "What have you done for me lately?" So let us know what you want to see us cover in 2-minute minor.
That's one of the things that I really like about the intermission is that we're going to be able to bring the fans into this. And if you have a question, we're going to answer it. If you have a good chirp, we're going to say it here on intermission. So, get your chirps in. Hashtag.
Absolutely.
What are we going with a hashtag? Netcrasher chirp?
Netcrasher chirp, yes. Absolutely. Hashtag Netcrasher chirp at Netcrashers on Twitter, and we'll be featured chirps of the week. Can't wait.
Yeah, that's right. That's going to be a new thing. So we're increasingly involved in social media. Twitter is the big way to get in touch. At Netcrashers is the way to go. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be back next week. Another Netcrashers at the intermission. Hope you guys tune in again.
And lace them up.
Thanks for tuning in to Netcrashers at the intermission. Remember to submit your questions for 2-minute minor on netcrashers.ca.
Head on over to netcrashers.ca. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes and download each week the Netcrashers Hockey Podcast.
And remember to follow us on social media. Give us a follow on Twitter at Netcrashers, and as well, like our page on Facebook. Lace 'em up.